What's up, guys? So it's Chuk video, and this is another moment, right, where we're going to be talking about something. So I saw this. Actually, today I want us to talk about creative block, but before we go into that part of today, I want us to talk about something, and that thing is about the fact that clients don't buy good design. Okay, okay, okay. This is a lot of topic that a lot of thing that is going on where you will notice I actually saw this on TikTok. So I saw it on TikTok and I saw it on TikTok. So I think the guy name was Moe, something like that. Right. And I felt like there's need to talk about it. And it's very, 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 very massive. Kudos to that guy. Kudos to that guy. Now, here's the thing. I want us to know that clients don't buy good design. Client don't buy good design, right? You will notice that people that are doing people that are doing I've been there before, will do mad design, like the design will make sense, right? The design is going to make sense, it's going to look very amazing, and you'll be wondering that me that I can design like this, why am I not getting clients? I mean, beautiful colors and layouts and all that, but I mean, just someone doing simple thing, they're getting paid with a lot of money, that kind of thing, right? I've been there before, and seriously speaking, at the beginning stage when you start learning graphic design, you want to focus on beautiful, this is nice, this is nice. But as you grow, you notice that there's need for you to focus on what is converting, what your client actually need, not really the whole paparazzi. And so now, yes, here's what I will start with. Client don't buy good designs, right? So they buy something else. And what's that something else? When most designers start, they believe the best looking design always wins. Yes, when many designers start designing, they believe that the fact that you are making this design, you are the best. I remember then now when I was still in Facebook, when I was on Facebook then, some people were posting some kind of design, and people posting fine designs. Although I was making good designs too, but you see fine designs, people be saying they'll be thinking they are winning based on that their design that is fine. But let me tell you the truth, you fine, you're fine. Baba Shibo one pocket wọn say, like, you're someone I mean, like, it's not converting. Do you understand? We are getting there. I don't want to rush. We are getting there, right? So where are we? Yeah. When most designers start, when many people designers start designing, they'll believe that the best looking design is always winning. That the fact that your design is the best, that means you are the one on top, you are the boss, you know how to design very well. The fact that you can mix color, the fact that you can do manipulation, you can carry the head and put here, put there. They believe that wow, that means you are good, you know what you are doing, right? You are the best, you are the winner. Okay. You tell me whether it's win you want to chop that will give you money. Yes, I won't lie to you. I won't lie to you. When many designers start, that's the face of the one who they're always thinking that whatever designs they're making is always the one winning. But they don't know that it's not just that fact of that design that is winning that is what is converting clients. Right? Now, you'll be surprised that there are some designs. Okay, I'm getting there, Sha. I'm getting there. Now, we obsess over better colors. You know when we're obsessed, right? Over better colors, better typography, better layouts, thinking that's what clients are paying for. Yes, we actually think that better colors, better layouts, better typography, these are the things that clients are actually paying for, because we believe that when you are using the right color, like you are using a very beautiful color, you are using an amazing layout and a very strong typography, we believe that that's what they are paying for now. Why not? That's what they are paying for. But in some cases, it's the other way around. Yes, it's the other way around. Yes. So this actually the faces of a new beginner, a new designer. When they start designing, they begin to like um feel obsessed over the layout, over the typography, over the colors, because they're actually thinking that these are the things that are actually what clients are paying for. But that's not it. Now, here's where we are heading to. The next thing is then you notice a pattern. Yes, then you notice a pattern. the concept you are most proud of gets rejected. Yes. The simpler one gets approved. Now, this is where I'm going. This is where exactly I'm going to. You're not surprised that these people that are doing simple designs, they are the ones that is getting approval. How come me that is doing a lot of manipulation, I will use like 5 apps to design, and yet mine is still getting a lot of maximum corrections, right? I remember when I started designing, right? I was using about like five tools. Yeah, one for designing, one for adding effects, one for manipulation and all that, right? But when it dawned on me when I saw a post made by someone, and I was like, is it this particular design that people are celebrating? Wait, oh, what of my own design? Like, that kind of thing. Like, man, I this is literally very, very, very simple. Like, I can do this kind of thing now. But this person that just did, in fact, the way the person even did the colors, there's even some color riot. You understand that kind of thing? But why are people still yelling? Yeah, it's like, and this person is paid. Like, they pay the person. That kind of thing. So I now took my time to now go and study all the brands. Like, I study most brands, most big brand, and I figured out that their design and we designers, like, what, like, the stress those people go through and the stress we go through. We go add light effect for the design. We go make design finish. We go need to do this one. We go do that one. But someone that is doing working for these big brands, no stress, just simple, add transparency, just some ingredients, put right up, put the text, put the image, bam. These people are collecting like $300, $500, $1,000. And wait, me that I'm putting rishi in the flyer design, like, we're getting nothing less than 7,000 naira. That's $7. Like, how? I took my time to study all these brands, and I was feeling that, man, at the point in time I felt like maybe Nigerian designers are the one that like to do too much. Yes, it got to a point that I was like, since it's only we Nigerians, we Nigerian designers, we too like stress. Only we shall karamo. Like, I too know. Only we will make design, will add effect. We are the one always posting on social media designs. This one did crazy manipulation. But like, this thing, they give you money. They give people that are working for all these big brands like Coca-Cola, check them, like Nike, like Fanta, all these big brands. If you notice them, you'll be surprised that their designs are something very simple. At the point I was like, wait, oh, I can do this thing now. It's not to put the image, add a little shadow behind it, and put some text. Like, that's all. Like, you mean that's all? I was like, wait, oh, no, you people are not telling me something. There is something that you people are not telling me. There is something you people are not telling me. The fact that me, I will spend 2 hours designing, and somebody will spend, I don't know how many hours, but for me, I felt that person spent nothing less than 40 minutes to 50 minutes. Wait, and that person is being paid $300. What am I going for? $500. Why me? I spend hours, I'm getting paid $7. I mean, dawn on me that, wait, too. This whole thing is not matching. At the point in time, one of my friends posted something on his WhatsApp status, one design he made for one event, like music event in Lagos, and I was like, bro, because lately, I don't just know. okay, I know. Let me not lie. Lately, it's been a long time I do most of those designs that I would do those kind of manipulation. I say maybe I just want to do personal practice, but like design for brands, I don't do those add light effect, add this one, because they don't need all those things. They don't need your light effects. They don't need your flair. I bet they call it. They don't need all those rishi jam pack for the flyer. Like they don't need it. They don't need it. One of my boss was actually arguing with me with something, and I was like, "Wait, you want to do design and be adding? Gone are those days. Anybody that is doing design like that, maybe they just want to do this for fun, they just want to practice and just If you are working with brands, you don't do all those. If you check their design, like you don't do all those ones that you be adding light. Who get that time? If you are going to even add the time, is it's very 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 critical. That's why. So I was not like, wait, oh. When I saw that my one of my boss like that posted it, my fellow designer, and I was like, bro. I mean, I love this. It was not telling me, oh my guy, gone are those days of we'll make designs and we'll now be putting this one, putting that one. Now, no stress. We get our elements, put this one. If it's necessary to add shadow, we add, we put it. Make sure it just stand professional. Like the way it's done, even me, I'm not even falling in love with the simplicity, but it is luxury. Yes, simple but luxury. And that's one thing I learned about that phase of designing. When you start designing, you always want to use amazing colors, amazing layout, amazing typography. But by the time you begin to spend years in designing, you begin to have experience over the time, you will notice that all those things are just like, maybe you want to practice me. They're just like, not really stress but waste of time. If you are working with brands, they don't need all those things. They don't need it. They don't need it. What they need is what is converting. I'm getting there. But I just want us to know that when we're not conversating, like, it was not telling Momo, when those days he was doing those stress of doing this thing, and they will still be correcting again. But this one, and if I tell you the amount they paid him for that design, hey, I shock. Like, I was shocked that day. I was like, but the design makes sense. Simple makes sense. That is where creativity comes in. It's not about whether you can do one crazy manipulation, one background. It's not about those one. Creativity at its simplest form, but luxury. Do you know what it means that OP, as big as OP company is, they want to make a logo. They want to make their logo. And they decide to make their logo with O. And now put one small thing. You will not feel like, and if you know how much they paid, that's why you'll be feeling like, wait, you need this logo. And they paid about, let's say, let me just assume, they paid about $1,000 for to make the logo and the full brand identity. $1,000. I mean, I'm doing logo for 5K. See, it's not about the amount or about whether you want to do logo and you're now putting XYZ, put elephant, put giraffe, put all these things together. Creativity. What is behind that design? What is behind that creativity that you are presenting? And is it speaking the language of that your client? Is it speaking about the brand? Is it converting? Is it going to convert? That's what we are going to now. So it's not just about whether you want to do, because the truth of the matter is that is just going on is that many young designers, right? There's something that we are missing. There's something many young designers are missing. By the grace of God, I'm 5 years plus as a graphic designer, a visual strategist, a creative entrepreneur, right? So there's something I noticed, that all these people wey una dey hail like boss, they are not really giving us the, let me not say us, because me, I don't care. I listen to people, but I still do my thing, right? There's something they are not telling you. They can only give you the hook that you use to fish, but they will not tell you where to fish. They will not tell you where the fish are that you go and fish. Now, you be hearing things like, be posting every day, be this. What about? Then when they say posting every day, they have companies they are working for. How did they get there? See, one thing I'll just tell you is, regardless of your creative skill, never neglect the place of prayer and smart and hard work. right? Never neglect the place of prayer with smart and hard work together, because why you also doing other principles, these two things I mentioned, smart work and hard work, and what's it called, prayer, very very important. Yes, there are people that are very good, there are people that you are good than, that you are better than, eh? You know you are better than this person, that if you catch them one on one like this, you wound them. They are like this at the top, but you that you are their boss are still here. That's life for you. One thing you should just know is never compare people's journey to yours. It's okay to look at them and say like, oh, I'd like to be like someone like this one day, but never compare yourself. Sometimes it kills, comparison kills. So the best thing is, while you're looking at their journey, also stay focused to yours. Ensure you have your own story behind every step you take as a creative. So it's not just about whether you're a designer only. Talking to creative generally, whether you are into acting, photography, whatever industry you are in, right? Right? Just know that you have to put in smart work and hard work and prayer alongside other principles. Never neglect these three things I mentioned. Are very, very, very important, right? So now let me make you understand something. Regardless of the industry that you are in, whether you're a graphic designer or acting or what, see, clients don't buy good design. They don't buy whether you are sewing bag, you're a creative that sews bag and professional bag. It's not just the bag, oh, whether the bag fine. There's a lot of things deep down. Whether you're an actor, it's not about whether I can act very well, I'm beautiful. It's not about whether I'm beautiful, look at how handsome I am. No, no be other one. No be that one. At the beginning stage, you think is all these things that is the product that is making them to that's making you to have clients. But as you grow, you now discover that all those things you were doing, they are not converting 10 naira to your pocket. If they convert 10 naira to your pocket, it's only a season when your eye will clear. You say, no. So lately I work for a brand, right? And I work for brands. Let me put it that way. So now, but there's one brand in particular that I work for, and you know, make me understand something. You know, one thing that this thing taught me, consistency. When I started working with brands, that's when I begin to notice that the design you do today, right? It's not like you're going to do one kind of design, it's going to be green. Then tomorrow when you want to, or basically next 4 days when you want to make another design, you now do it to be orange. No. That's one of the things it taught me. And I learned that, oh man, no. There should be consistency. If I use green for that first day, I must use green for another time I want to do them. But I have to do it in a creative way. One of the things that it taught me, right, that this design journey has taught me, right, is consistency. That's why you see, as an actor, if you notice Uzo Arukwe, right, when if you notice that video movie he did whereby he speak an Igbo language, right, that got him, I mean that made him a star, right? Of course he's a star, right? But that really made him well known in the world. That really made him a limelight to the world. If you notice, after that video, he was doing some couple of Igbolistic video, right? Consistency. And it now became part of him that if you give him any movie to act, that he has to play that kind of role, he's going to do it excellently well. However, that does not mean that he cannot do other roles in movies. So as a designer, it doesn't mean that you cannot do other kind of designs. So those people that you are seeing that maybe they are doing what's it called? They are doing very simple kind of design. Let's assume people that are working for like Coca-Cola. If you check their design, you know that their design, I too like Coca-Cola designers. Like, no stress, they give you simple things. If you notice, that does not mean that those guys can't design those manipulation, all those things that you can do, right? If you give them that thing to do, they will do it. But there's one thing that converts. When you are working with a particular brand, you must understand, and that's one thing you must know. As you grow as a creative, you will notice that some things begin to like change, some perspective begins to change. That does not mean that you cannot do all those kind of manipulation, all those kind of like crazy designs, you can do them. But at this point, I hear you dey. Once they give you, you run am, you run am. Whatever role you are being given, you do it. Do you understand me? So, right. So now the next thing we move into is this. Okay, like I said, then you notice a pattern that the concept you are most proud of gets rejected, and the simpler one gets approved. You'll be wondering, this one way I don't even do stress too much. I just do simple. Now they even collect. Yeah. At first, it feels like the client has bad taste. Yes, you feel like this client, all this client won't even sabi anything. They don't know. Hey, wait, consign me. At first, you feel like the client has bad taste. Maybe they don't just understand design. So you're like, well, they don't really understand design, Joe. No be so, broski designer, right? Now, but after working with a lot of clients, right? But after working with a lot of clients, you now realize something important. That's why I say it's the experience that will shift your brain, your mindset. Yes, the experience that will shift your mindset. You now know that, wait, this next phase, now where they go. I guess make sure say I channel on like this. Do you understand what I mean? So now you realize something important. They were never judging the design. No, they were never judging the design. They were asking some questions. Very, very simple questions. And these are decisive questions. When I mean decisive from decision. Decisive questions. They were asking, will this build trust? So when you are making designs, you go ask yourself, this design where I want to do, it go make them trust this person brand, it go make them trust this client brand. Will it make them to trust this client brand? So that's the first question is, will this build trust? Will this actually work? Will this attract customers? So them, they are not looking from the design side. No, they are looking from the conversion side. I understand, broski designer. I know say you have a lot of skills. You want to show yourself, but at the same time, they are also considering some other things, which are I don't already talk on before. Might continue for where I stop. The last one where I talk is that will this actually attract customers? Even if you're an actor, you're a photographer, the same question you will definitely ask yourself. The next thing is, will this help my business grow? That's the question they're asking themselves too. So if you are making a design for them, they're also asking themselves, will this design make my business grow? Change this thing, change it. Remove that address there, put it here. Change the image. Those things they are doing, I think I can assure you that 80%, no, let me see now, 70% of most business owners, they don't really know anything about design. They don't know anything about design. So whenever they are telling you, put this in, right? I believe you can also give them that, I felt we should really leave it this way. I understand. You as a designer, you can give them ideas, that you can give them reasons that, okay, let's put it this way. But there's what I want you to know, that their corrections that they are doing is not from the design part. They are actually speaking from their business, how they want clients to see their business, and how they want their business to grow. Whether you're an actor, you're a photographer, you are into any creative industry, a graphic designer, any industry at all, you should be asking yourself that question. Will this attract customer? Will this help my business grow? So clients are not buying colors. They're not buying good acting. They're not buying fonts. They are buying what those decisions achieve. So good design isn't the product. Good design isn't the product. Good acting isn't the product. Good shooting isn't the product. The product is growth. Is there going to be growth in this design? Is there going to be growth in this acting? Is there going to be growth in this shoot? Is there going to be growth in any industry that you think you are? Is there clarity? These are questions. Good designs isn't the product. Now let me list the products for you. The real product: growth, clarity, trust, confidence, functionality. These are the real products. So next time when you want to make any design for your clients, you should ask yourself, does it speaks about growth? Does it reflect growth? Does it reflect clarity? Does it reflect trust? Does it reflect confidence? Does it reflect functionality? These are the questions you should ask yourself. Do you understand me? So So it's not about maybe they reject your design. You have more all these people say where they don't sabi and they don't see. No blame them. Oh. At the point in time, one of my friends was like, "Think concern me. Should be in this make I commode the color. I will give them what they want. Me now make I collect my money." So he said, I was like, bro. That was like, I no go share poster. you know, and the problem there is that the society have given this kind of society have given this kind of impression when you're a designer, they expect you to do something mad, something crazy when you are posting. People they expect you to do something crazy, something mad, something the kind of design that people will be typing like bro, nice, amazing, super. That's the kind of society we find ourselves. Even the designers themselves. That's the kind of society we find ourselves. And that's why there's a lot of pressure to a lot of graphic designers. You see them, everybody wants to be delivered. Even though as a music person too, yes, creative, yes, I'm talking music people say you are not left out. Because there's now this kind of standard they now expect you to reach. And so as you know reach now, pressure don't too much, you won't kill yourself. Son, post the design mad guy. For you go the pressure your life. It's okay to look at people's progress and also try something and make sure you're also growing. I'm not neglecting the fact that you should not but some unnecessary stress I'll just like giving ourselves. Like I said, it's because of the kind of societal impression that they always want to have. If you are not designing this kind of way, they believe that you don't know anything. Yes, they believe that you don't know anything. If you check again, other people. As a music person, let me go to music people area now. If you are not playing this kind of chord on stage, they believe you don't know anything. And if you see many bosses, there are many bosses that you see, many boss, when they are on stage, they are playing simple chords, no time, just simple thing. That does not mean that they cannot run some blues scales, grace notes, some kind of crazy. Think of any crazy. Not that they cannot do it, but like I used to say, life is too difficult to make it difficult. You just go on stage